Hi everyone, hope you're well. It's Thursday the 30th of May. This is actually a second recording of this because my first recording I said every 5 minutes or every 5 seconds, and it was annoying to me to listen back to. So I'm going to try very hard not to do that now. And I've noticed that quite a lot in my vlogs, and it's a talent that See, I've done it again. It's something that I slowly learnt to do, not so much in LPs, and I think I got more lazy at it in maybe more recent episodes of Isaac and stuff. And I'm not necessarily going to do LPs anymore, as I discussed yesterday, which I might talk about in a minute. I'm trying so hard not to too much now, but I'm kind of have to forget about that because it puts you into guys' meta headspace where you're thinking about what the words you are saying as you are saying them, and there's only so many levels I can personally did it again. See what I mean? It's just driving myself insane now. So I'll try and forget about it and just talk about what I need to talk about, because I have to think about what I'm actually talking about rather than the words I'm saying. But hopefully this vlog will be better. So the other thing about these vlogs is I was looking at different ways of recording it just now, very quickly. I was having a look in Final Cut, because in Final Cut I had the feeling that when me personally with my current setup, when I imported webcam video before, when I looked at that, it appeared to be widescreen. However, it doesn't appear to be widescreen. So the reason I've been looking at different ways is partly for widescreen, because this is 4:3, but I think that might just be the camera. And the other reason is because there seems to be lip syncing problems when it's actually uploaded to YouTube, which must be the file format or something. But the file on the computer, when I've recorded it and I have the file, when I play that back, it looks fine. And then the moment it hits YouTube, the lip sync's slightly off. And I thought it was just when it was processing, and maybe it is, but I've noticed quite a few people mention it, and so I thought, well, I'll mess about. I'll try different things and see if I can sort it out. I mean, I don't want to have to switch to recording with my, with my main camera, as I've discussed before, because it's too much effort to record a file, then transfer it, and yada yada yada. It needs to be just very quick, simple to the camera. Maybe if I eventually get round to getting an iPhone or an Android or something, I'll record a video on that, like a lot of daily vloggers do. But until then, I'll just use the computer webcam because it's quickest and easiest. But I'll see. I'll mess about, see if I can mess about with some settings or something. So anyway, on to what I've been doing today. I feel like I've had a very productive day, actually. I think there was a bit of a tipping point because I've felt like I haven't got a lot done. I felt like I haven't got a lot done so far this week. I keep on having bad days in terms of productivity, and like I was also saying, my definition of productivity seems to have changed over time. The other day when I did actually come up with a lot of ideas, but I no longer count that as a productive day, whereas I used to. So I'm trying to get much more focused on actually taking action and getting things done and getting results, rather than pipe dreaming for like ages and never achieving anything. So yeah, I kind of had a tipping point today where I thought, right, I really need to focus on my goals and get myself motivated, because I know there's certain things that do motivate me, and it's like remembering what my goals are and listening to certain speakers and music, and reading certain blogs and people who I admire, and just getting myself into that mindset. I know how to do that for me personally. I just forget to do it. And so today I did that. And I also try to avoid computer games as much as I can, because that's the number one distraction for me, that I just waste time and then don't know what to do with myself, and then just play more. And today I did slip up once because I got the recent Humble Bundle. Mostly, the problem with Humble Bundle is I nearly always have the games that are in it already. But the most recent one had Little Big Inferno, is it called? And Thomas Was Alone, and I haven't played those yet. So I got it, and I really wanted to play. I played Inferno yesterday or the day before, I think, and the ending of that is so surprising and unexpected. You don't look it up. If you get to play it, play it, because you kind of, it's completely, well, it's a spoiler almost to say, but it's completely different. It's like, what's going on? It's like turns into a completely different game. Anyway, but yeah, I really wanted to try out Thomas Was Alone, so I played a bit of that today. So I could have slipped up really badly there and ended up playing the whole thing. Luckily, after about an hour, the levels start getting really tricky and a little bit frustrating. There's one level in particular where it's like, I've worked out how to do this, but I kept on sort of like missing the jump and slipping up and messing it up. Even though I'd worked out the puzzle of how to do it, I was just messing it up again and again and again. And that was really frustrating. So luckily it was too frustrating to just play from beginning to end for me. I was sort of like, I had enough and I had to like put it down. And that allowed me to get back to actually being productive. I'll play more of it later, I'm sure. But so I've been going over my plans for my new content, and like I was talking about yesterday, I don't want to do as many LPs anymore, if any. You know, it's like I feel uncomfortable saying no more LPs because I feel like I'm kind of giving up, or I don't know. It's because they are enjoyable sometimes and they are very easy content, and so part of me doesn't want to stop doing them, but I think there's lots of reasons why I shouldn't logically, and one of the biggest one of those is that it's not unique. You know, there's so many people doing LPs, and I mean the reason why I got most of the why I've got over 10,000 viewers, over 13,000 viewers on my gaming channel is nearly all because of my Minecraft news show, which only one other person does, being Bebop Fox, and he only did it once a week, so I decided to do one once a day because lots of YouTube vloggers and people I liked watching did daily videos, like Philip DeFranco and people, and and so it was arguably unique, and that's why I got loads of viewers, and so I need to do more unique stuff, or more interesting stuff that I can be proud of, rather than just stuff that is just... I think I covered a lot of this yesterday anyway, but yeah, so let's skip over that. But yeah, so I don't want to do LPs like I discussed, but I also want to do more videos on my non-gaming channel, and which I want to get started from Monday, and I usually don't think about it. Like at the end of every week, I'm always beating myself up. My Sunday grouchy day, like I keep on talking about every Sunday, because I feel like, I still haven't done what I want to do, and I still haven't done new content on my non-gaming channel, and blah blah blah. And I think it's because I only get around to thinking about it at the weekend, because a big part of me wants to do one video on every weekday, therefore starting on a Monday, and so I don't think about it till the weekend. I think, shall I start this Monday? But because I thought about it yesterday, it got me thinking about it. And then today's Thursday, and then it's Friday tomorrow, and then there's still 2 days, Saturday and Sunday until Monday. So I've been going over ideas for that, and so it will get going on Monday. I don't even want to say like fingers crossed or touch wood or anything. It's just, I don't want to jinx it, but it's just, I need to get it done. So I've been doing a lot of stuff for that, and let's see. Going through my notes and stuff for that, I've been going through all my bookmark. There's so much stuff that I just bookmark. If I think, that's cool, I'll bookmark it, and I'll forget about it. And going through my bookmarks to find stuff that I wanted to talk about in these videos means that I've been going through a lot of my bookmarks today, which reminds me about all sorts of different things and ideas and stuff, and allows me to really organize. It's like, I kind of think of it like a big file of clippings of notes and ideas and stuff, like my bookmarks menu, and having an excuse to go through it reminds me of loads of stuff, and like allows me to organise it a bit, and really it feels really good. You know, it reminds me of all sorts of stuff, puts me in a really good creative mood and everything. All sorts of like useful things that I've forgotten about that I've bookmarked and stuff, and I really should I should schedule it in to go through bookmarks and things that I've favorited, and like favorite tweets and favorites on Tumblr and stuff as well. You know, all these places where I just go, oh, that's cool. Remember that, save it for later, and I never go back and check all the stuff that I've collected. So anyway, and I want to declutter my room a lot. You can see it's quite cluttered in these videos, but one thing I was thinking about is all my clothes. There's certain clothes that I just wear all the time. You've probably noticed from if you watch a lot of my videos. And I realised there's all sorts of like shirts and jeans and stuff that are just crammed into the back of my drawers that they never see the light of day, and they're still perfectly good. I'm just not in the habit of, falling out of the habit of wearing them. I'm always wearing the same stuff. So I'm like wearing the same stuff, washing it, and then putting it back on the top of the drawer, and I never sort of like dig deeper, and I never actually properly take everything out and organise it. So I'm thinking of doing that. So, and there's probably a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't fit anymore and stuff that I can throw out or send to a charity shop, or thrift store, is it you call it in America. So I've got to do that, and generally decluttering is really good for clearing your mind as well. Like if your space is if your life feels organised around you, then you feel better. The whole kind of psychology about that, I highly recommend zenhabits.net is one of my favourite websites in the world, and he's written a whole bunch of really cool stuff about decluttering. Definitely worth checking out, even if you're not into the whole kind of zen, kind of chilled out lifestyle. I think decluttering is something that is good for everyone. I think the zen lifestyle is something that's good for everyone, but I don't want to kind of enforce those kind of things on everyone. If they're not interested, that's fine. And the other thing is my dice game. It's coming up to the end of the month, so I was kind of thinking of it as my game for this month, but it's obviously going to take a bit longer. I still need to playtest the new rules idea a lot more, where it used to be rolling dice many times. It's now rolling many dice once, as I talked about before. And I need to playtest that a lot more to make sure I'm happy with it, and then all the production process of it is it's like quite a big deal, and needing to I want to get ready and then kickstart it in order to fund the production process, because it's a little bit pricey, but not too much. It shouldn't need too many people on Kickstarter, but it's just it's a bit more than I'm prepared to. Well, it's a bit more that I'm not prepared to, but that I'm capable of. I don't have like thousands and thousands of pounds lying around, unfortunately. So it's a bit more than I'm capable of self-funding it myself. But it shouldn't need that many people on Kickstarter to make it viable. But it did get me thinking that I've got loads of ideas for card games as well. And now I feel like I thought a dice game would be a small but very attractive product to have these little custom dice, and it's very it's a nice, simple, small product to start out with, and fun. And didn't realise, actually it's a little bit more than I thought it would be. And maybe if I'd done a card game instead, it would be a lot quicker and simpler to and lower cost to get printed. But I'll do a card game next, most probably, and whichever way the dice game goes with Kickstarter. So I think that's all I've got to say today. I hope I didn't too much in that video, because I just again. But the first one was driving me insane listening to it, so I definitely didn't want to put it up. But I've just been organising stuff, going over lots of things, but I feel really positive today and focused and reminded of, I think the going over my bookmarks especially is a really big thing, and I should do that more often. Like, there's so many useful things. I think, oh, that's cool, save it for later, and then this is later, and I'm cashing in on all this awesome stuff I saved that I forgot about. But I should do it more often so that I don't see these awesome ideas and useful things and then forget about them. So I hope you're well. Maybe you should go and check your bookmarks as well. Maybe there's stuff you bookmarked that you forgot about. And I will see you later.